Wow, Andrew, this thing is crazy fast. Crazy fast. Probably the fastest machine I've ever run.
This machine here is incredible. This is about a 3-second cycle time down and back. So this thing's just about as fast as what our big 24D is.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about this is with the AXIS platform, you're standing upright, you have a lot of precision over the wood. Especially with the new features that we've done and the new additions is, like the log lift is smooth. It's a smooth transition coming back over the wedge, which is really nice.
It is, I noticed that, yeah.
That was one complaint, we got a lot on it. The pivoting conveyor is awesome. That's gonna be really nice for you guys, especially filling up the trailers the way that you do, especially if you're planning on doing it out in the woods again. That's gonna be really good for you. And then that 23 horsepower engine, it's EFI. It starts right up first crack every time. It's
That's
really
what I've
good.
heard. Apparently you just turn the key and
just touch the key and away you go. And then the controls are all at the front of the machine here now. And then having the adjustable throttle, you can dial that into whatever speed you want to run that splitter at, which is really, really nice for a lot of people. It's when you idle it down, it's nice and quiet then too.
Oh yeah, it is super quiet and so much more helpful just being able to turn the key and to adjust right from the front. You know, I remember when you first brought the original AXIS, and I remember you'd asked me if we wanted a conveyor, and we didn't need one, because if you remember at the time, over the last few years, we've done a lot of different changes to how we process our firewood, and we decided we're going to try doing it right up here by the woodshed, and that worked great. But this summer, guys decided that he wants to head back into the forest again, and that's why I was really pleased that we were able to get the conveyor, because when you're down in the forest, you usually have a couple ATVs or tractors and trailers. And now we can just swing that thing from one trailer to another, get them in and out as we're splitting.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to how the workflow is going to go for you, because like in your application, that pivoting conveyor is going to work really, really well for you guys, especially if 2 or 3 trailers set up. You're going to be able to swing from one to the next without stopping production. I mean, if you remember with your 22/28 and your 24-foot conveyor, it would fill a trailer up in 10 minutes, right?
It was
so
done.
You were changing a lot. Where with this system here, you're going to have a little bit more time in between trailers to instead of hopping off and moving them, you'll be able to just swing the conveyor and have a guy come out to the woodshed and away you go again. It's going to work really nice for you, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And it'll be nice to get back in the forest, having the conveyor as well as the free floating log lift, so that it's not pushing down into the ground or lifting the machine. Those are 2 big, huge benefits, I think, to heading back in the forest. And I think the big benefit for Guy is he's not going to have to clean up the mess in his yard anymore.
Oh yes, absolutely. And even having the floating log lift for you going back into the bush, coming back and forth from Guys too. Yeah. You can just fold that up out of the way now, and there's no pin or anything to detach on. It's going to. I think you guys are really going to like the improvements we made on this.
Yeah, and one other benefit you'd mentioned is you can adjust the throttle on it and run at different speeds. You don't have to be full out all the time.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like if you look at this is the first time we've ever actually redesigned the AXIS. Like this is kind of a COVID project for me. This is something I kind of did over COVID. So about 4 years ago is when we first started producing the AXIS. Yeah. Because we knew there was kind of a niche for these vertical machines. So
good.
We did that, and it's been the first time we've ever had the chance to actually redesign or redevelop it. And as we continue on with our business and continue to grow, you'll see us coming up with new products. We just wanted to make sure that we improve the products that we already had so they fit the users better now. So good
stuff. I think I've got a handle on everything, but there's just one big burning question I have.
What's the big burning question?
You got to tell me, what is this?
That there is for an umbrella. That there you can put a patio umbrella in. It's a perfect size for a patio umbrella. So you can have a big canopy up over top of the machine. You can stay in the shade. Yeah. You can get yourself out of the rain. If you plan on splitting in the rain and all of the weather, it's just a really nice setup for that.
That's genius. I know what I'm doing with my golf umbrella now if it's not Sundays.
Well, there you go. Now I have I'm just going to ask you, Gord, do you know why the dinosaurs are extinct?
No, why are the dinosaurs extinct?
Because I think those mosquitoes took all the pterodactyls out of the because there is an awful pile of them.
So they didn't take the geese away this time?
No, they didn't take the geese away this time at all.
Okay, my friend, I think I got a handle on everything. I think we're ready for the forest. Appears that it has all of the features and benefits of the original AXIS, but it's just got a whole lot of extra improvements that are just going to, they're practical improvements that are just going to make you a little more efficient. I want to thank you for the big long drive up here today. I know we're not around the corner, but the guys all love seeing you. We always appreciate having you here. And I guess maybe we can take a minute, hook up the old one to the pickup, and maybe go in for a coffee and a sandwich. All right, well, thank you, my friend, and thanks again for your generosity and your kindness. We always appreciate the new equipment, and this is going to get a lot of use out in the forest this summer.
I really appreciate everything you guys do for me, like the community around around the log splitters and the brand that we built, and having so many fantastic people that are working with us and so many customers that are so amazing. It makes a world of difference. It makes the job incredibly easy. So
yeah, thanks, man. Well, thank you, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Have a great week with your families. Please be kind to one another, and we'll see you again right here. I'm Gord Potter. This is Andrew Easton here on GP Outdoors.
cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's always the worst, eh?
Well, yep.
I did one video where there's a great big booger hanging out of my nose, and I did the whole video and it took me like half the day to do it.
Oh, you're kidding.
And then I had to figure out how to blur just the booger spot, so oh, it was terrible. Horrendous.
Okay, coming at you. All right.
I think that is a fantastic idea because that's a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah. Well, all right. Okay, check, check, check. All right, I'm coming in hot. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm as ready as I'm gonna get.
All right. You're not going to tell me about what happened to your nose again, are you?
No,
All
I'm
right.
not. I'm not gonna bring that up. You look good today, though. I love your shirt. I gotta say you.
Well, we definitely matched. Next time I'll actually have to call you.
Oh yeah, I think so too. And like I said, if I'm gonna play the part of GP again, I don't mind having a shave and putting on a pair of overalls. I can do that.
Well, you know what? Had I known, I would have brought you a second pair. All right, shall we fire it up?
Yeah.
All right. And cut. It's never as good when it's not off the cuff the first time, but hey.
Well, there you go. Now I have. I'm just gonna ask you, Gord.
Okay.
Do you know why the dinosaurs are extinct?
Oh, it is a new joke. Okay. This was the third take.
You didn't think
That's
I could come
good
up with another mosquito joke that
Well, I
quick,
thought it
did
was
you?
going to be the same joke again.
I'm on the ball today.
Kindness and your generosity, and this will get a lot of use out in the forest this winter.
We really
Wait a minute.
appreciate.
And I test, test, test. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. You got to tell me, what is this?
That there is actually for an umbrella. If you wanted to put an umbrella in this machine so you could have a big canopy over top yourself, that is what that's for.
You've got to be kidding me.
That'll fit almost any standard patio umbrella. Cover yourself, keep yourself out of the rain, keep yourself out of the sun, which is really, really nice.
That is a brilliant idea. So I think I know what I'm doing with my golf umbrella if it's not Sundays.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, now I've got a burning question for you.
Oh, jeez, yeah. There you go. Gotcha. And what that? Take two. And what might that be?
Did you see the same thing that I seen earlier?
What was that?
I'm sure I seen a Canada goose getting carried by a mosquito out of here over top of the lake. I'm sure I seen
They're
that.
getting big, eh? Yeah. Well, probably did see it. Yeah.
I think I
a lot of them.
seen a couple of take one right out of the sky there earlier.
They're getting big. I was thinking I was going to use the goose joke back on you when you weren't paying attention, but I figured when you threw in with the pterodactyl, you caught me off guard, eh? Because I'm like, what? Always a good time, and never an event with a bit of an adventure, right?
Yeah.
You want to hand me at that off
Yeah.
because these skidders and black flies are eating me alive.
Wow.